Everyone loves a comeback story, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now with Hunter Biden, of all people. Hunter Biden has been raging war against MAGA on social media, and you just need to see some of these interactions to believe them. We'll talk about all of that and what this means for Trump and company going forward, but before we do, go ahead and subscribe to Raw America if you have not already, and make sure to click the like button. Jumping right back into it, I assume most of us already know who Hunter Biden is and all about his past, but if not, as a quick refresher, Hunter Biden is the youngest son of former President Joe Biden, and he's had a lengthy history with drugs and most other kinds of debauchery that you can think of and or do. He's been in and out of sobriety for quite a while now and still kind of is at the center of this right-wing conspiracy theory about his laptop. I'm not sure any other piece of technology has been talked about more than Hunter's laptop. I mean, maybe the iPhone, the DeLorean from Back to the Future, Wall-E. But after some relative time out of the spotlight, Hunter Biden has returned to X, formerly named Twitter, and isn't letting any insults towards him go unchecked as MAGA is getting ratioed to hell on Hunter's conquest. So let's take some time to look at some of these posts to see exactly what Hunter's been up to lately. Let's start out with this one when user Royce Lopez posted, "Hey guys, Hunter is still a meth head." But Hunter has been taking it all on the chin and wasted no time by replying, quote, "You mean crackhead? And all of your gym pictures with your greased up muscles are really hot, Royce." And we'll see this kind of humility from Hunter going forward in this video. He's not here to say that his drug addiction or his other past actions never happened, but in fact they did happen, and realize this is the only way to move forward. And also, don't feel bad for any of the people on the receiving end of Hunter Biden's wrath. This Royce Lopez guy posted this before and after photo of Mindy Kaling from The Office and wrote, "Imagine losing all that weight and still being Indian. These are not people worthy of your respect or sympathy." How about this one where Hunter posts, quote, "So let me get this straight. Jake Tapper is focused on attacking my mom. Jared and Ivanka are building a private island paradise on Albanian protected land. Don Jr. married the daughter of Epstein's banker. And a startup his fund backs just got a record $620 million Pentagon loan. Eric is taking an Israeli drone company public for $1.5 billion in the middle of a war with Iran that nobody wanted. And I know, quote, but what about your paintings, Hunter? Please." But user Ken Dunn replied by saying, "You sound bitter for someone who benefited from a stolen erection." Yes, erection. And Hunter didn't miss that as he replied, "I've never stolen an erection in my life." And that's exactly what we should all be doing, folks. Never steal an erection. Politely ask for one, and if refused, move on throughout your day. But see, folks, this is exactly how you use social media. Don't let the trolls twist you up. Just use their logic, or lack thereof, back at them. If you have any glaring shortcomings and pitfalls, own them. And that's exactly what Hunter keeps doing here. Here, user Kenneth E. Belkin Esquire, apparently a real lawyer who uses the pronouns short, bald, and Jew, says, excuse me, but aren't you decidedly part of the elite oligarch class? You're the son of a career senator, former VP, and president who received the most legally overbroad pardon, which may not even be constitutional, in the history of the United States. Sounds pretty fucking elite to me. But you can be damn sure Hunter had a perfect response for this, as he said, "Do I look like I'm part of the oligarch class?" This was taken at a Super 8 motel off of 995, by the way. He owns his troubled past even more, as this user posted a fake campaign poster for Hunter where he's seen with a crack pipe in his mouth. Except it's not a crack pipe. How do I know? Hunter Biden said so. Hunter replied to this by saying, "I know this may sound petty, but I can't stand when people put a Photoshop meth pipe in my mouth. A crack pipe doesn't even have that little bowl at the end. This is why we can't trust AI. Please make the appropriate edit. Thank you for your attention to this matter." And it's that last bit that I think is just the best. If you've been paying any attention to Trump's Truth Social feed, and I kind of envy you if you haven't, he often ends his tirades with, "Thank you for your attention to this matter." Hunter Biden is engaging in an aspect of the political playbook that I think a fair bit of the left is starting to get their heads around. There's no more of this "they go low, we go high" crap. anymore. The right, at the direction of Trump, have been conditioned to be bullies, disrespectful at any turn, and they are to never admit any defeat or wrongdoing. Hunter has admitted his wrongs, but isn't taking the bullying lying down anymore. He's getting right up in their faces, and I think no other interaction recently may tell us that more than this one. User Tim Sharp posted, quote, "Let's not forget that Hunter Biden had a threesome with the underaged Obama girls." I know what you're thinking. This is one of the most disgusting things you've ever seen, mainly because it's not based in any fact, but someone would still have the lack of any kind of decency to say it at all. Hunter thoroughly checked this asshole by saying, "Hey Tim, go fuck yourself, you sad and sick little vile man. Who harmed you so deeply that you feel it necessary to spew such hateful garbage? When does it stop? This irrational hatred for people you've never met simply because you don't like their politics of their parents. Say whatever you want about me. I can handle it. I've been dealing with douchebags like you for years. But leave President Obama's children out of it. They are truly extraordinary people that have more grace and intelligence than you could possibly imagine. Aim at me and leave innocent people out of your hateful mouth." If we needed a redemption story for 2026, I don't think a lot of us had Hunter Biden as our champion. He was, and still really is, as we can see, the butt of a lot of the right's jokes and jeers. But he's coming back and meeting them at every step along the way. And I believe a lot of this is an extension of Hunter Biden's ongoing legal issues with the White House. Last year, Hunter was interviewed by Channel 5's Andrew Callahan, where he claimed that Melania had a closer relationship with a certain New York financier than she'd like to admit. One thing is for sure, though, Melania did not like Hunter Biden saying that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the day of presidential litigation has arrived. It's lawsuit time. In my hand is a legal demand letter addressed to Mr. Hunter Biden from the First Lady of the United States, demanding a retraction of Channel 5's video called Hunter Biden Returns, in which Mr. Biden here makes some speculative comments about the relationship between Jeffrey Epstein, Melania Trump, and Donald Trump.
Okay, well, they knew each other well. They spent an enormous time together. According to his biographer, is that Jeffrey Epstein introduced Melania. That's how Melania and the First Lady and the President met.
Really?
Yeah.
Epstein made the intro.
Yeah, according to Michael Wolff.
Yeah.
And so I only can go by what people are saying, and I don't know.
He didn't make these claims out of nowhere. They come from another journalist named Michael Wolff, who is a biographer that actually spoke to Jeffrey Epstein. But now here we are. And I've got $1 billion document in my hands because Mrs. Trump is seeking $1 billion in damages if we don't take the video down and if Hunter here doesn't issue a formal apology to Mrs. Trump. So now we're here maybe to give you the platform to apologize to the First Lady for your statements that you made about her possible connection to Jeffrey Epstein.
Fuck that. That's not going to happen.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get...
Hunter Biden somehow makes any other big waves on the internet, we'll be sure to let you know right here. So please do subscribe to Raw America if you haven't already, and make sure you also click the like button. As always, please let me know your thoughts on my thoughts down in the comments below. I've been Jerry Bees for Raw America, and until next time, take it easy.